こんにちは、P です。ハリー・ポッター魔法の覚醒3年生第2章紛失した鍵。はい、では行きます。
There you are. How's your arm, Ivy? Better. What did I miss?
The Ministry people were not pleased to hear about the message from not me. They think it's a threat against them.
There's going to be an investigation. That's why they sent for you. They want to question us at the same time. Question us? Do they think we had something to do with it?
I'm sure the Ministry will try to blame us for this, just like they blamed my mother for something she didn't do.
Oh, hello, Professor Dumbledore.
Hello there. We've met before, haven't we?
Yes, sir. 2 years ago. We came here to, borrow the pensive.
Ah, yes, I remember. And here you are again, looking every bit as troubled as you were during your first visit.
This is new trouble.
Ministry trouble.
Good for you.
Excuse me? How is that good?
Well, it's been my experience that a rebuke from the Ministry most likely means you're doing something right.
Ah, Miss Warrington, you're here. Good. This is Lindarina Crane. She works in the Ministry's improper use of magic office and would like to ask you a few questions.
Yes, a brief interrogation will do. First, you two may have your wands back. Miss Warrington, if I might borrow yours a moment. An incarcerous spell. Very impressive for a witch of your age. But not particularly useful if your intention is to incinerate a tree.
I was not intent on any such thing.
Yes, I know you weren't, and neither were your friends. Of course, you might have been involved in some way.
We weren't.
Yes, I believe you. You were simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or perhaps it was the right time, as you seem to have stopped the villain mid-deed. Bravo. You claim the suspect was wearing a white mask with distinctive markings, correct? Can you draw this for me?
覚えてない。どんなマーク？そうなの？はい。
Yes, that's definitely not me. And we're so close. All we need to do is simply track the suspect back to their classroom and collect our confession.
I'm sorry, but did you say classroom? Are you suggesting another student is involved?
Don't be ridiculous. Clearly it was a professor.
A Hogwarts professor? That is ridiculous.
Is it? Were you aware that nearly all of Not Me's demonstrations have occurred during school holidays?
Well, no, but we're not on holiday now, are we?
You are not, but this particular demonstration occurred at Hogwarts. Coincidence? I think not. I only require access to the staff, students, classrooms, grounds, and all miscellaneous magical creatures found on the premises.
Is that all?
Yes, that should do, for now.
Well, go on then. You're dismissed.
You were right, Ivy. Not Me is at Hogwarts. Crane certainly thinks so. Although it sounds like she was convinced of that before she arrived.
And that's why we need to watch her. If we don't, another innocent person might end up under the Ministry's thumb.
There you are. Prophet. 3 students at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry were cleared of all charges after initially being suspects in a brazen attack in Hogsmeade. According to lead investigator Lindarina Crane, the dangerous display was undoubtedly the work of the anarchist organization known as Not Me, despite the fact that no Muggles were present to witness the event.
Clearly, the Prophet does not approve of the Ministry's handling of the Not Me scandal.
You see? They're looking for someone to blame to appease the press. It would have been us if they could have twisted the truth.
Sounds to me like someone's upset they didn't get their picture in the paper. Little Danny Page, still not famous. Lay off, Cassandra. Oh my! Look at that!
Good morning, class. Today, I have something very special to share with you. Mimbulus Mimbletonia. It's a hybrid, in fact. They don't normally grow this large. If we're lucky, it'll bloom this spring, which is a very rare occurrence indeed.
It smells awful!
Oh, yes. Quite dreadful. It's the pustules, which I strongly advise not touching unless it's always been your desire to be covered in stink sap. Of course, once the plant becomes familiar with you, it's quite friendly. Or, if you're on maintenance duty, at least wearing protection.
Like, say, a mask.
May I help you?
Yes, Professor Longbottom. Is it?
It is, Miss Crane. I'm surprised you don't remember me.
Oh, I know who you are, Professor. It's hard to miss a hero of the Battle of Hogwarts.
That's not what I meant. We were at school together. You were 3 years ahead, but still found time to laugh at my occasional misfortune more than once, as I recall.
いじめっ子だろ。ひどい。
Now, as I understand it, you were the first on the scene once the smoke had cleared. Is that correct, Professor?
I arrived just as the fire had subsided, yes.
Interesting. And what were you doing in Hogsmeade?
I was headed to the Three Broomsticks. Is that a crime?
No, of course not. Odd that you chose the path you did. So close to the square. So far from the tavern.
It wasn't Professor Longbottom. It was the other wizard.
Yes, the man in the mask, who you described as tall, broad-shouldered, and quite adept with a wand. Where is your wand, Professor? I might want to take a look at it.
うわ。
Ooh, be careful, Miss Crane. I don't think it likes you.
疲れてないようで
As
す。
for my wand, the last few spells I cast all went toward mending the damaged tree in Hogsmeade.
How convenient. I'll be back.
I think you better go before Miss Crane thinks we're conspiring together.
I can't believe she suspects Professor Longbottom. She suspects everybody. Oh, look, it's an owl.
For me, I'll never get post.
I thought no one knew about your family.
So did I. Apparently I was wrong.
Maybe there's a note. Check on the back.
It's an address in Hogsmeade and a message.
What does it say?
It says, "Come alone."
ゴブリン。
That's the goblin we saw before. He was spying on us.
What do we do now?
He's only expecting Daniel, right? We can sneak up behind him and then... Hey, why aren't you paying attention?
Run!
Where do you think you're going?
いきなり。マジか、ちょっと待って。
アグアメンティインフラータス。
お神経かな。
安心して、私が守ってあげるよ。バンバン花火。私が助けるはずだったのに。インセンディオ。
あ、何？こっちは別なんだ。
コンフリンゴ。アグアメンティ。分かったわ。ただのテストに過ぎないわ。バンバン花火。これ本人が書いてないわよ。オーブ・オブ・ウォーター。
なんだ？
センディオ。インフラータス。オフリンゴ。
自分がないと諦めるなよ。いいよ、みんな大丈夫。僕たちは仲間なんだ。
バンバン花火。
だいぶ繋がってましたね、なんかね。まあ、2個ぐらいだけど。
Daniel Page and Associates.
あ、この人も予告で出てたよね。
Welcome to my humble abode. I trust you found your way without incident.
No trouble. Until we were attacked.
Perhaps next time you'll follow instructions and come alone.
Don't count on it.
意地悪そうな顔だよ。
Feisty! I like her. As for you, Daniel, you're bigger than when last I saw you. As I recall, you spent most of my visit hiding behind your mother's robes. Quite proud of you, she was. Had big plans. It's a shame how things turned out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come now, Daniel. There's no need to hide who we are. A certain moral flexibility is nothing to be ashamed of. Kalina knew that. It's what made her a first-class criminal.
My mother is not a criminal.
No. She earned herself a holiday in Azkaban for being an upstanding citizen, did she?
It's the Ministry's fault. Because of their ridiculous laws about performing magic in front of muggles. They needed someone to blame, so they sent her to Azkaban. She's innocent.
Spoken like a true criminal.
What do you want?
Only what is mine, my dear. Kalina owes me a debt. Perhaps you've seen a coin like this?
It's the coin you showed us last year.
I made it, as I made the one I gave to your mother. It's meant to remind her of the debt she owes, which, as you can see, is long overdue. Now, as she is presently unavailable, I would like her son to pay it.
I don't have any money.
Of course you don't. That is why I have a task for you.
I'm not going to do your dirty work.
No, my boy, these hands are clean. I am merely a procurer of very special, sometimes hard to find items. I'm simply a businessman.
You're a thief. You probably want me to steal something from Hogwarts that you can't get to. That's it, isn't it?
You're half right. I do need your access, and the item in question is indeed very special. It's a key, a skeleton key, capable of unlocking any door, be it magical or muggle. But you won't be stealing it. You'll be returning it to its rightful owner, me.
Are you saying that someone stole this key from you and hid it at Hogwarts?
Not just the key, but the thief as well. One of your professors, no doubt. I don't have a name, but I do know he or she is a member of Not Me. I tracked the scoundrel to Hogwarts, but was unable to secure a name. The fireworks display was simply an attempt to force them into the light.
You pretended to be the Order so that the real Not Me would expose themselves.
And had you not got in the way, my associates would have learned the fool's identity. That task now falls to you. I don't care how you do it. I read about the Ministry's investigator. Follow her if you must. I want the culprit and my key.
I already told you I'm not going to help you.
No? Don't you want to help your family? Help your mother and your sister?
You leave Esme alone. She's not even a witch.
Which means it's up to you to protect her by whatever means necessary. Don't be afraid of who you are, Daniel. Embrace it. Good boy. Do not attempt to alert any of your professors, because I will find out. And just in case you're still not convinced...
Wow, いきなり。
インフラータス。気が変わったら友達。安心して。私が守ってあげるよ。アグアメンティ。インセンディオ。オーブ・オブ・ウォーター。
は準備の時間が増えたわ。
バンバン花火。
これ出てなかった。
ただのテストに過ぎないわ。
コンフリンゴ。コンフリンゴ。
出てなかった。
グアメンティ。
はい。なんだろうね、このバッテン。ちょっと気になるな。
It's been difficult for their kind since they joined forces with you-know-who. The Ministry refused to let them return to Azkaban, leaving most to wander. I found this one in a very dark corner of London and made a deal with him. He helps me with persuasion, and I make sure he gets a square meal now and then. If you don't want your sister to join us for tea, bring me what I ask for.
He has a Dementor. What are we going to do?
We do what he says. We find Not Me and get back this key.
All while keeping Crane from finding it first. This is not going to be easy. Maybe we should tell a professor. Or better yet, the headmistress. Professor McGonagall will know what to do.
No! You heard what Gridley said. We can't risk him going after Esme. Plus, if we tell someone, the whole school will find out my family is in prison, and that is the last thing I want.
Would it really be so bad if people knew?
Yes, it would never be the same.
Second setback.
紛失した鍵を探すはクリアなんですね。はい。白の灰色？あれ何？やった。はい。どこですか？これ？あ。いいよね。ストーリーは内容ももちろんいいけど、いろんな方針も美味しいよね。
Hey, Kevin! Perfect timing. I was wondering if you could do me a bit of a favor.
何をお願いするの、ケビンに。
Anything.
Would you be my partner in a duel against the Freys? They challenged me to 2 versus 2
なんでケビン？
match dueling.
Anything but that.
パトロンが必要かも。
Really? Wouldn't Daniel or Ivy be a better
そうだよ
fit?
ね。なんでケビンだろう？
Don't get me wrong. Daniel's got great instincts, and Ivy's a powerful caster. But Fisher and Colby use a lot of dangerous magic.
そうだね。
If I want to beat them, I need a partner who has a large arsenal of spells. Someone who will have an answer for any attack. Someone like you.
Knowing how to cast a spell and actually using it in a duel are two very
本当だよね。
different
知ってること
things.
と使うのは別だよね。
Maybe, but you're smart and can think fast. You'll adapt quickly.
そうか。対応が早いのね。
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to refuse. I'd rather not cross the phrase unless absolutely
逆らいた
necessary.
くないんだね。どっち選ぶのこれ？
Perhaps there's some other way I can help?
Got any spells you could teach me that'll be really effective against the Freys?
Actually, I think I know just the spell. Draw your wand.
何？出す？はい。あ、
Expelliarmus!
ペリアームス。はい。
But isn't it a bit basic?
Perhaps, but that doesn't
そう
make
なん
it
だよ
any
ね。
less
このハリー・
useful.
ポッターは
Just ask
ゲ
Harry
ームデモー
Potter.
ドにとどめをさせた呪文だよ
Spell, you
ね。
know. He even used it to defeat Voldemort.
何度も見ちゃった。
It was during the Battle of Hogwarts. With the last of his Horcruxes destroyed, Voldemort was finally mortal and vulnerable again. Harry cast a disarming charm.
あ、すごい。
At the same time, Voldemort unleashed his killing curse.
はいはい。ちょっとボルデモートがだいぶ雰囲気違うけど。
But Harry's disarming charm won out.
港のせいだね。
Harry claimed Voldemort's wand and rebounded his killing curse back at him, ridding the world of the Dark Lord once and for all. I suppose what I'm trying to say is that the Frey's attacks will be hard to counter and avoid, but if you use the disarming charm...
ああ、なるほどね。
Can knock the wands out of their hands before they can cast anything, of course. You might just be onto something, Kevin. I'm going to go and practice it right now.
Oh, wait! I hope you don't think me a coward for turning you down.
Not at
Hey,
all,
what's the
Kevin.
goal
It
today,
is a big
Liz?
ask. And given how the Freys fight, I can't blame you for being reluctant.
Oh, well, that's a relief, I suppose. But what will you do
行
about
きたいの？
Don't worry, I'll find someone else.
大広間に向かう。誰かいるのかな。あれなんで進まないんだろう。歩っていくのね。ついてきてるじゃん。
Where's your partner? Don't tell me you're planning to duel us both by yourself.
He's just running a bit late.
Kevin, but you said...
I know what I said, and I regret it. I let my fear get in the way of being a good friend. I hope you can forgive me.
Of course, Kevin. Now come on, we have a duel to win.
やるのか。
Don't get cocky. Partner or not, you're still going to lose.
もう3年生なんで2回目の戦闘なのかな。でも前回は戦闘はなかったか。ただ、そういう内容。何する X？ はいはい。命中した敵ユニットの大ダメージを与えます。
エクスペリアームス。
はい。
オーブ・オブ・ウォーター。
ちょっとずれちゃった。
バンバンカナル。
こっちがいたのここに。なんだよ。
エクスペリアームス。インフラータス。アグアメンティ。エクスペリアームス。そこのインセンディオ。ゾエメール。コーブリンゴ。エクスペリアームス。
ちょっと強くないか。大丈夫これ。
バンバンカナル。エクスペリアームス。友達すぐに終わらせよ。オーブ・オブ・ウォーター。エクスペリアームス。アグアメンティ。エクスペリアームス。インセンディオ。
危ない。ケビンが危ないな。
エクスペリアームス。インフラータス。花葉っぱのエクス。エクスペリアームス。
危なかったね。ケビンが危なかった。
Oi, you got lucky this time, but next time will be different.
I appreciate your help, Kevin, but now you're on the Frey's radar.
そうだね。認識されちゃった
I
ね。
know, but helping you was the right thing to do, even if my wobbly knees say otherwise.
はい。ケビンと会話する。暴れ柳の近くに向かう？何ですかそれ。この下だよね。
Gold splinter of wood. I wonder if I could make something with it. I should ask Nettie. She's the most creative person I know.
はい。どこにいるの？変身術。変身術教室に向かいロッキーと会話。いや、空飛ぶ大きい？よくわからないな。
Hello.
また新しい
Oh, what have you got there?
話ですか？ですね。
It's a piece of wood I found near the forest's edge. I was thinking of making something with it, but I can't decide what.
何作るの？物置作るのか？
I could carve something, like a magical creature.
板とか？
Oh, yes. You could make a very slender dragon, or a flobberworm.
はい。
Boring. I mean, those are great, but
綺麗ね。
isn't it obvious? You should make a wand.
Robin, making wands is incredibly difficult. It takes
レ
years
バ
to
ンダ
learn how.
に任しても良さそうだね。
Besides, that looks
Ah.
like a broken piece
割れ
of
たほう
broom
き
to
の、
me.
はい。
Really? What kind of broom?
Let's see. The wood is obviously mahogany, and based
あ、
on
ニンバスに
grain.
してんだ。
Wow.
うん。
A nimbus. Can we fix it?
いいよね、このロビン。ね
I think you'll need more than a single splinter to do that.
With a shot, right? Say, you're good at charms. Try a mending charm.
こんなかけらで戻るのか？どこ？アクティブにならない。あ、魔法をかけるか、これか。ダメなの。なんだ。あ、レパロ、はい。
See? I told you. Flying brooms require a lot of complicated magic. It takes my dad hours to get everything just right. And he's a professional.
But it's a Nimbus 2000! Do you know what I could do with a Nimbus 2000? I know it's not the fastest broom anymore.
ロビンが持ってる。
Still really,
すごい
really
よね、今はね。
fast.
ハリーが、一番最初にもらったのがニンバスかな。はい。はい。
ニンバス2000。
ああ、はいはい。何？はいはい。コンビネーション？補足語？はいはい。
ニンバス
ああ、はい。オパグノ。はい。それで使うの？ああ、なるほど。あ、そういう使い方もあるんですね。はい。待って、どういうこと？じゃあ、待って。いきなり拘束されてるけど。はい。
ニンバス2000。オパグノ。ニンバス2000。
リーチが悪かったかな。大丈夫？
オパグノ。ニンバス
あ、もうちょっとだね。
オパグノ。ニンバス
あるよ。こうやってつけるのか。
オパグノ。
何？
ニンバス2000。オパグノ。ニンバス2000。オパグノ。ニンバス
はい。
2000。ニンバス
面白いね。
That's great, Robin. But I still think you need more of the actual broom to even attempt to repair it.
そうだね。
Then let's find the rest of it. Where did you find this? Near the Whomping Willow, but I only found one piece. Rats! But I suppose that explains how it got there. Someone flew into the...
I think we'd know if someone crashed into the Whomping Willow.
Not if it happened years ago. Oh, let's go ask Professor McGonagall. She'll know. She's been here forever.
あ、近くにいる？あ、そばにいる？あれ？あ、いたいた。
No, I don't recall a student flying a broom into the Whomping Willow. A Muggle automobile, yes, but
自動車で見つかった学生ならいますけど、だって。
Did you mean a flying car?
Yes, but that's a story for another time. I do, however, recall a broom that had lost its rider that was
大き
destroyed
な
by
バ
the
リアルミ
Whomping
に
Willow.
壊された事件ならありましたよ。
Now we're getting somewhere. When was that?
A few years before you were born, I'd say. If memory serves, it was a Nimbus
ああ、それはニンバス
2000,
2000
and
で
it
ハリー・
belonged
ポッ
to
ターのも
none
のでした。
other. It was during a Quidditch match
はいはい。
against Hufflepuff, I believe.
ディメンターのせいで大きさが落ちてしまったのです。幸い本人はダンブルドア先生によって助けられましたが、残念ながらほうきまでは助かりませんでした。
Harry's friends gathered the splinters to give to him. It appears they may
どうやら
have
一つ見逃した。
missed one.
その一つなんだね。はい。
Thank you for sharing this. You may do with it as you
はい
wish.
はい。
Wow, Harry Potter's Nimbus 2000. I mean, I know it's just a
伝説だもんね。
Wow! I think you should have it, Robin. I've got plenty of brushes. This should be with someone who would appreciate it for what it already is. Really? Thanks!
泣いてるよ。
Robin, are you crying? No, it's just... I can't believe I might own Harry Potter's Nimbus 2000!
その後ファイアボートも手に入れてたよね。ハリーはね。はい。あ、ここ3章ですね。次ね。はい。じゃあね、キリがいいから、今回はここで終わりたいと思います。ちょっと第2章短かったかな？どうでしょう？わかりません。そんなに長くないような気もするな。はい。じゃあまたです。バイバイ。